Hello and welcome to part number 7 of the Journeyman here with Port Vale. Oh, this club just seems to leak money. I don't know why. I don't know what is going on. I mean, yeah, we are slightly overspending, but other than that, shouldn't be leaking as much money as we are. But let's not waste any time today, folks. Let's just head straight on into the episode. Firstly, if you're enjoying the series, make sure you're leaving the big old thumbs up on the episodes, because like I say, they help with the good old algorithm and everything, and they help you attract more people into the channel to join us as a community. But also leave comments down below, because obviously it's always nice to hear feedback from you guys, what you think about the series and stuff like that. And also, if you haven't already, do hit that big old subscribe button and the bell next to it for notifications, because obviously we want to grow the channel and try and hit 50 by the end of the year, which is a big ask, but I believe we can do it. But without further ado, let's head on in to today's episode. Alright folks, here we are on the 5th of March now. Obviously the big game against Bolton and then Harrogate up after that. But yeah, as you can see on this little finances thing, we are hemorrhaging money. So far this season, we're 180,000 loss. Overall balance from that near 900 million we had is down to like less than 350k. So yeah, but as for, I don't think there was any more transfers since you were last here. Just youngsters. Johnny O'Connor obviously went out. He brought in a little bit of money for us, 85k. Actually, was there any? 31st. Yeah, so this is all the business we did. Yeah, we had a load of loanees come in. Not all of them played. Like, Dewhurst hasn't played a single way. But, yeah, we had Jamie Hamilton, a good central defender. Made one substitute appearance so far. Yeah, he looks like a solid, good little player in on loan as backup. This is all mainly just to add depth to the squad. Lamar Bogard, who, as you can see, has played pretty much throughout, 6 games. Comes in on loan from Aston Villa till the end of the season. Again, another good little player. Julius Beck, defensive midfielder. Then played like 6 games for us in total in all competitions. Yeah, he's been quite solid at the base of midfield for us, helping out. Ollie O'Neill still hasn't actually played a game yet. But another good solid central midfielder for us. Can play either the ball winning or the box to box. Yeah, he can help out. He can even cover on the wings if needed. Jack Owens. So he's down in the under 18s. He's only a youngster. Potential is only like 2.5 star, but he's one that could make us some money. That was a director of football. Marcus Dewhurst, because I thought another goalkeeper, but then remembering about the loans and everything, he's coming from Sheffield United. Obviously had a season in League One last year where he didn't do too badly for Fleetwood. But yeah, I mean, he's actually, to compare him with Hudson, as you can see, he's actually the better goalkeeper, other than his mentals. But yeah. But we just can't fit him in the squad because of obviously the amount of loans. Which is annoying, because I think he would do superb bits for us, so we might try and get him in again next season. Martin McPhillips, another youngster, our director of football brought in. And could develop into something, but probably not. Maybe just a bit of money on the way out when he leaves. And Michael Finn, another youngster, I believe, yep. Just another youngster the director of football's brought in again. Seems obsessed with like 2.5 star youngsters. Yeah, Johnny O'Connor, as we said, was the only one that went out. But as for fixtures, this was what happened. Obviously, Tottenham was the last game. That 2-1 defeat. Then we played Barrow and we won 2-1. James Wilson, 2 late goals, 78th and 90th minute. Carlisle, we got battered 3-0. And I was disappointed with Josh Falkenham got sent off in the 13th minute after we were already 1-0 down. And yeah, they just dominated the match after that. As you can see, we didn't play too well anyway. Then we came back with a 3-2 win against Stevenage. And Ricky Jade, James Wilson and Billy Irons for us. Obviously, we were behind in that twice as well. So that was a good fight back. Then we had the Exeter game, which was a 1-0 win. Jake Kane, an injury time in the first half with a goal. Then Accrington at home, we drew 1-1. They took the lead from a James Wilson penalty, not our James Wilson. From penalty, and then 5 minutes later... No, we took the lead, through James Wilson. And then John O'Sullivan, don't know why I was getting us swapped around there. John O'Sullivan, 5 minutes later, equalising, and we just couldn't break them down again. Then Walsall, we had 2-0 defeat. Again, another disappointing display. We just didn't play that well here. Wilson missed a penalty. Yeah, the 2 early goals, 3rd and 15th minute. We did batter them a little bit towards the end, and then the next 2 games were just amazing. Home against Colchester, 4-0. James Wilson with a brace, Max Hunt and Tom Pett. And I think that was the fan day match as well. So that helped boost the crowd. And then we had a home game again against Bath, which saw another 6,000 fans in attendance. Again, 4-0. Ricky J. Jones with a hat-trick and Jake Taylor getting on the score sheet. And then most recently, we did have Barnet away. Disappointing 1-1 draw. They took the lead in the 11th minute and then Max Hunt equalising for us just before the hour mark. And we just couldn't break them down. We weren't on our best, as you can see by some 6.1s in there. But yeah, obviously today's episode is going to be Bolton and Harrogate. So obviously Harrogate bottom of the table. Bolton, who are obviously up there challenging with us. As for the actual league table, proper look at it. We are top. We've all played 55 games. A couple have played 56 already. Barnet and and Bath already played their 56th game, 36th game. But yeah, as you can see, it is pretty much us, Mansfield, Bolton that seem to be battling here. Walsall could join the battle, possibly. I mean, they're only another 4 points back on Bolton and Mansfield. And Carlisle, another 5 points back on them. So maybe an outside chance. But with, 8 games to go, is it? 46. 11 games to go, sorry. Maths, Dave, maths. Yeah. But let's not waste any more time. Let's head on in and introduce you to the team that is going to try and beat Bolton here today. See you in a second. Alright then, here we are. The team that will take on Bolton today. It's going to be Hudson in goal. We're going with Edwards at left back. Bogard, who has come in and is pretty much an ever-present in defence now, alongside Will Smith. And then Gibbons at right back. We're going to have Carson at the base of midfield. Osario and Taylor ahead of him. Jones obviously on the left. Alfa Romeo on the right. And obviously James Wilson up top because Luke Armstrong does still have a bit of an injury. If we look at his injuries, he's out with a twisted knee. No, he's not had too much. If you look at that, he's had a bruised ankle, which kept him out for a day. This has kept him out for like 3 days. But yeah, nothing major really. Cold, well. So 3 minors, really. a slight for the bruised ankle, but yeah, that is the team that is going out there today. So let us head on through. Carson's lacking his match sharpness, but that's because he's come back from injury. We shall go out there, see if we can beat Bolton. Pump the fists. People are talking about us potentially falling off the top of the table. We're favourites for a reason. Defence. Let's pump them up. Pump everyone up. There we go. Here we are at the match. Skip that. And let's see what can happen here. But yeah. I need to sit down tomorrow, try and get like all the weekend's videos recorded. This is being recorded literally Friday night. And it is, what time is it? Nearly midnight. So yeah, I want to try and get Sundays and Mondays recorded tomorrow. And like try and get ahead a little bit, get us in a proper routine. So we are, like always, like an episode or two ahead. Yeah. That is how we want to do it, because ideally I want to try and get a bit further ahead so I can like have a few days off over Christmas, but it doesn't matter too much. I have to do a bit of recording over Christmas. Right. Us. And more for the last 10 minutes of this second half. Come on, boys. It's Bolton. If we win this, so Mansfield must be losing. Yeah, they are, to Tranmere by the looks of it. I think it was Tranmere. And media have given us a lot of credit. Let's get back out there. And yeah, Tranmere are 1-0 up over Mansfield. So, here's Hudson, now Smith. Gives it to Carson, our little ginger ninja. Ricky J. Jones. What can you do here? Taylor. Yeah, Smith now. Taylor. Alfa Romeo. Taylor. Here's Gibbons. What can we do here? Whipped in. James Wilson. Oh! Held eventually by Dixon. Yeah, it's weird playing with an advanced forward rather than the pressing forward. And Luke Armstrong's definitely someone that's just playing in bits and bats. Seems to have waves of where he scores and then has waves where he doesn't. Which is probably why he might prefer playing with two up top. So he's got a strike on. Alright, Ricky can come off for Irons as normal. Tom Pett can come on for... Well, Falkenham can come on for Taylor. And Pett can come on for Osorio. Rest up Osorio a little bit. Don't want to overwork him. And Pett does like his box-to-box midfielder role. Come on. They're positive for the last few minutes. Which I probably should have done really for the whole game. Like I normally play positive when I'm at home. Yeah, we'll take a draw though against Bolton, who are a much bigger team than us. Alright, you were unlucky today. So, off we go. I do like the random red suit that I've decided to give myself. Yeah, Mansfield lost 2-0 in the end, so it's... Walsall now sit on 65, but there is still some games to play, I assume, tomorrow. So, do this. Architect's balanced view to latest results. Yeah. But we'll be back in a few days for the game against Harrogate and see if we can beat bottom of the table Harrogate, who are 8 points adrift now, so it does look like they're probably going to get relegated. They were, I think, 5 points at one point, so they were like edging closer again. But yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, Bath could even go down as well. That would be disappointing. The team that I support and the team that we were managing before, Port Vale, going down. But who knows? Yeah, I shall see you in a second, folks, for that Harrogate Town match. Alright, folks, we're back for the match against Harrogate, who are now 10 points adrift after the games on the Wednesday. But in terms of us, good news, Tom Conlon returns to full training tomorrow. Obviously, after his injury at the start of the season that kept him out for 7-8 months. So the man who we were going to build the midfield around originally obviously isn't quite as good stat-wise now because his stats have dropped a little bit. But still immense. We were going to build a midfield around this guy. So hopefully he will come in. Is he still regarded as our 4th best central midfielder? By the looks of it. Best roles as a deep line playmaker. Yeah, he's our 4th best. Well, 3rd best really, because Bogart's a defender. Yeah, so he's our 3rd best central midfielder. Yeah, I mean, Bogart as a central midfielder can do a job if needed. So, yeah, the team that we are sending out there today is going to be, we're going to give a debut to Dewhurst. Benning's in on the left, which is why we can fit him in. Partly because obviously, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Yeah, because Edwards, we've put Benning in for Edwards. We've got Bogard, Smith, and Gibbons making up the rest of the defence. Carson at the base of midfield. We've changed up the midfield too. We're going with Pet today at box to box, and obviously Josh Falkenham. There's the ball winner, because obviously Josh Falkenham. And we want all 3 of our ex-Harrogate players on the pitch. So Jones at left wing, Alfa Romeo on the right, and then obviously Armstrong back in up top. He's wanted by Northampton apparently, wanted by Swindon. Alright, Tom Pett's lacking match sharpness, that's fine, we've got Osorio on the bench. Auto number, you can have the number 1 shirt, certainly. So I want to give you some game time, because I may want to bring you back in next season. If we do go up, then we may want to look at bringing him in if he's better than Hudson. Yeah, here we go. Port Vale, team that we manage against the team that we supported all our lives, Harrogate Town. It's Watson now with the goal kick for them. Beefed up. Now, Obiero now for them. Out to McDonald. Can they do here? Get the ball in, they do, but it's over everyone. There's Page. Now Jed Garner, Will Smith, superbly blocked and cleared. As things stand, we keep our 3-point lead. Obviously, Bolton haven't taken the lead yet. Here's Gibbons to Alfa Romeo. Looks to play it into Gibbons again. Spots the run of Luke Armstrong. Luke Armstrong, come on. That's what we like to see. Back from his injury. Back to scoring. Superbly played. It's Alfa Romeo superbly taken down there. Spots Gibbons. And Gibbons just spots the run of Armstrong between the 2 defenders. And there was nothing that Harrogate could do there. And obviously they're looking for the offside, but he was perfectly timed run. That was immense. Could not have timed that run any better. That gives us a 5-point lead now. As things stand, Bolton are away to Gillingham. Mansfield are... We'll have a look in a minute. Benning now. Looked for Will Smith. Here is Benning again. Out to Alfa Romeo this time. Bogard. Falkenham. Spots Ricky Jade. Oh, Ricky Jade Jez makes it 2. Come on. There's a bitter pill to swallow with helping to put the nail in the coffin for Harrogate, but well spotted, and Falkenham just spots that pass perfectly, and that is why we like Josh Falkenham. And I think we will try and offer him a player coach role or something in the summer, just to see if he'll accept. Here's Gibbons now. Gibbons keeps on running. They're giving him too much space. Looks for Luke Armstrong, but it was a poor pass. Here's Burrell now. Freeman over to Obiero. Bogard just runs back, nicks it. Dewhurst clears, and here's McDonald now. Garner. Plays it to Page. Page cuts back to Freeman. Freeman, good ball in for Obiero. Oh, it's gone in. Interesting goal that. I have not seen that. That's a new form of goal this year in FM22, I believe. I've never seen that one before. This is all part of like the new like physics and everything for the match engine. Dewhurst beaten. It hits the woodwork, but because of the spin on the ball, it falls into the back of the net. To give Harrogate a lifeline here, it's 2-1 now, just after the half-hour mark. Played onside there by our left-back, Benning. Yeah, Mansfield are away to Walsall at 0-0 currently. Yeah, so we're still winning to keep our 5-point gap going here. We are doing well. Falkenham's having a superb game in midfield, it looks like. It's important to stay focused in the second half to allow complacency to creep in, yes. Do you like a good old bit of complacency mentioned in a team talk? Yeah, that Obiero goal was superb. Just the way the bounce of the ball and everything happened. Like I say, I've never seen that before in a Football Manager, something like that. Bogard now. And now to Pett, now Carson. It's Will Smith again, Falkenham. Gibbons. What can Gibbons do? He's got plenty of room. Spots the run of Luke Armstrong again, and Luke Armstrong, good save, but Ricky Jade picks the ball up into Armstrong again. Blocked, and on the rebound, Luke Armstrong makes it free, picking up his second against his former employers. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. 3-1. He had 3 bites at the cherry in total. First one was there, and that's the second one where it got blocked by McDonald. And then on the rebound, Watson just did not react. Alright. Wants us to take Gibbons off and put Hunt on, but not quite substitute a clock yet. And they only want us to do that because of yellow cards. Alright. 70th minute. What should we do here? Think we take off. If we take off Ricky Jade, because he always ends up tiring. Give him a break. We'll take off Pett and bring Asario on. And then I think we'll save the last substitute. Just in case. Here's A. McDonald. Goofed up. No Harrogate attacker trying to get on the end of that. But here's Benning. Pett. Ricky J. Jones. Spots the run of Armstrong again. Oh, just skies it. Could not keep his composure there. Should have had his hat-trick, really. Could have slotted it either side of the keeper, even dinked it over the keeper, but here's Gibbons with the throw-in. To Alfa Romeo. Gibbons. Here's Carson now. Will Smith. Josh Falkenham. Now it's with Armstrong. Spots the run of Gibbons. Alfa Romeo's gone into the middle. It's Irons at the far post. It's cleared. And now Benning. Gives it to Osorio. Now Carson. Josh Falkenham. Alfa Romeo. Gibbons again. Back to Falkenham. Spots the run of Alfa Romeo. It's whipped in and Irons there. Simple tap in. Making it 4-1. And this is definitely all over now, folks. Yeah. Harrogate are definitely going to end up relegated this season. Down to the National League. Which is a shame. But I believe they will bounce. They can bounce back. I don't believe they're as bad as they have actually played this season. I think it's partly down to management, partly down to the fact that they just haven't replaced the players we've stolen from them. And I think it's Alfa Romeo now, dinked, but just wide. That would have just been insane if we'd scored that one. Yeah, Bolton are winning in their match. What did Mansfield do in theirs? Winning a good performance, that'll do. Let's have a look how Mansfield did as well, because Bolton won their match to keep it at just a 3-point gap. Mansfield, they lose. They did. They lost. The 92nd minute winner for Walsall. So it is starting to look like it's possibly going to be a 2-horse race for these final. What, we played 37, so what, 8 games? 9 games? Sorry, if we just go through the emails quickly. Lowe wants conversation about officiating standards. Dewhurst makes his debut. Armstrong on form. You were superb. You should have had your hat-trick, though, young man. Port Vale maintain unbeaten run, so we're back to a 5-game unbeaten run. 2. Okay, cagey press conference from Parker. O'Brien. Ryan Lowe's claimed the standards. We're not going to talk about that. But yeah, we've got what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games left. So yeah, so I'll play through them and we will come back either the match where we are going to win the title, or where we could win the title, or it'll be the last 2 games of the season, which is what I think it will personally be. I think it'll be the last 2 games of the season. I think it'll come down to the wire there. But again, folks, if you are enjoying this series, do make sure you leave a big old thumbs up again on the episodes, and also leave comments down below, because I always love hearing from you and I respond to every comment I get. So, pretty much. There's a couple that I missed, but they were not major ones. And also, do make sure, if you are new around here and haven't already yet, do hit that big old subscribe button and hit the bell next to it for notifications. That way you know when the videos go live. But without further ado, I shall say bye-bye and see you on the flip side.